Let's talk about safe deposit boxes, what they are, how they work, and whether or not you actually need one. So first off, Joel, what the heck is a safe deposit box? Well, it's a locked, stored, secured container that's inside of a bank's vault. You rent it out, usually on a yearly basis. It comes right out of your account. The bank that you have the safe deposit box might require you have like a checking account so they could pull the money to pay for your rent for the safe deposit box. And only you or someone you've authorized can access it. You get a physical key, usually 2 keys, and the bank also has a master key. It's not the same as your key, it's just a dual key, and it requires both your key and the bank's master key to open it. Some modern banks might also offer digital verification or biometric access. This isn't the standard just yet, so don't get your hopes up. But the traditional model still relies on that dual key access that I just told you about, the bank's master key and your key. Don't lose your key because the bank, like I said, does not have an extra copy somewhere in the back. They're gonna charge you to drill a hole into that safe deposit box, and it's pretty costly. So a safe deposit box is ideal for valuables or important items that you don't need every day, but you want to make sure is protected. Think like original documents like your birth certificate or property deeds or titles, social security cards, rare collectibles like jewelry or family things that you just don't want to lose or damage. A backup flash drive with sensitive data, or even legal documents like copies of wills or power of attorney documents. But that said, you should not store things like cash in it because it's not insured by any means. It's not illegal, I guess, but it's not insured. Anything you might need urgently because banks aren't open at all hours. So if there's something you know you're going to need at random times, don't put that in there. And then obviously illegal things like weapons or drugs, for example. But there's this question: are safe deposit boxes insured? This is where a lot of people get confused because FDIC insurance does not cover safe deposit boxes. The contents are not insured by the bank either, so if you want protection, you need to purchase your own private insurance policy through a third-party provider, and usually cash isn't covered. Now, how do you rent one out? It's as easy as just calling or visiting your local bank. Check for availability, choose the size you need. It could be small, medium, large, just the standards. Provide a valid ID, sign a rental lease agreement, and then pay the annual fee. This could be anywhere from $30 to $200 depending on the size and the location you're at. Some banks may offer a discount or even waive the fee if you have a premium account or relationship status, like I've been with the bank 50 years. And you can also add an authorized user, someone you trust, so they can also access the box if needed. If you're wondering whether or not it's still worth even having a safe deposit box today because everything's digital, with digital cloud storage and home safes becoming more common, safe deposit boxes have seen less demand as time goes on. But they're still extremely useful for storing physical items securely outside of your home, especially in situations like living in areas prone to natural disasters. Like here, I'm in Oklahoma where we have tornadoes. You're safe. I mean, I guess if you've got a big old vault safe in your house, but the average John and Joe doesn't. And needing an off-site location for estate planning, wanting to secure location for irreplaceable personal items. If peace of mind is worth it to you, a safe deposit box might be a smart move to consider. So in short, they're not for everyone. They cost a little bit, but for the right person or situation, they offer an extra layer of protection that you just can't replicate at home. Ask your bank what options they have. Weigh the costs against the value of what you want to store and whether or not it makes sense for you. Good looking.